Hello and good morning and welcome to Stamping and Crafting with Cheryl Diana. Excuse me. And today I thought as we're getting nearer Christmas and we want to send Christmas cards out, I thought we'd start on some Christmas cards this month. So I've chosen the Dear Santa stamp set mainly for the little girl writing her list, because when my children were small, they used to have an Argos catalogue and they could only write down presents that were up to up to a certain amount. They couldn't ask for anything expensive. So that's what they used to do. They used to sit and go through it and write it down. Excuse me. And this little girl just reminded me of them. So I'm going to do some very simple cards. I'm going to do some colouring on them because they're outline stamps. So let's go and have a look. So this is the stamp set, and as you can see, there is the little girl, and we've got sayings to actually go with each stamp. I also thought I would bring in excuse me, I've got hubby's man flu, or I've had it because he likes to share things. So I've also got the take a bows bundle, and these are the papers that come with it. So because I didn't have any Christmassy papers basically, so these are lovely. So I'm just going to grab that one and that one, and this is a nice big pack. So they're pretty. You can tell I haven't seen them. So we've got 4 different designs, double-sided. I'm actually going to stick that end because those two make my eyes go funny. So we've got a mixture of a garden green, real red, and granny apple green. Now, garden green and real red go lovely together as a Christmas colour. So I'll be using these papers. I've also cut my card bases. So I've got portrait and landscape. I've cut some matte layers in the garden green, the real red, and the granny apple green, and I've done some basic white for my stamps. So this is a rubber stamp set, so it means we have to stick our labels onto our stamps, and I have struggled over the years trying to get them to line up straight, and I saw this technique, and 9 times out of 10 I can align them up now. So I peel this sticker off the sheet, add it to my block, and then I peel off the backing. Oh dear, the others were easier this morning, so I've just left two and two to show you. So I've taken off the backing paper. I'm going to take off the backing paper here and put that down, and then looking over it, you can then line it up really easy, like so. I'll do this one as well. I used to do it in here, but you can't actually see where your sticker is. So this way is better. Well, for me it is. Some people I know just leave them off. But I would never know which way and which way around again. Good morning, Valerie. Nice to see you. In your trouble. I just hope my cough doesn't interrupt us too much. So let's just line that. Let's just do it. I have to be over it. No, let's do like that. There we go. Okay, so and this I keep in the box, and then I can peel these off and add them to the sheet. So I thought we would start with the girl writing. She's quite a large stamp, so let's ink her up. I'm using the memento. That's better. It's all inked up. I'm going to plonk her in the middle, down slightly, like so. Okay, here she is. I'm going to let that dry. That's better than having another drink. Now, this is the Christmas tree one, and one of my favourite things at Christmas is having my grandchildren up and decorating our Christmas tree. Now, one year my daughter came up and she did it. With my granddaughter, and it was funny because my granddaughter wanted all of the stuff at her height, so we had to change it slightly. But this year, because my grandson's going to be 3 this month, he can help. But my other grandson, he's 1 today, so he's still a little bit too small, but he can have a go when he gets bigger. I've done that one. Let's do the other 2. I'm going to do them down them as a portrait card. So we might not get these all done, but I thought we would just show you them. Now that one, put her in the middle, and then we'll do the other one. Now I have come up with an idea, but it's not a simple card to do then, because I've got the winterly bundle, I think it's called. Let me just grab it. Yeah, winterly treetops bundle, and they have this amazing die. So we can actually add that, die cut it and add it as a frame. So I've been thinking about that one, because I'm wondering if it'll work with that one. But it certainly works with and these ones. So that will be a future live. We'll do that one. So we're just trying to keep it really simple. Let's put those out the way. Right, okay, so let's start colouring. Let's do her first. I'm going to use pencils to start with. Now I keep mine in one of our wooden stamp cases. So I've got all of the packs in there. pencil sharpener goes in it, but it's out because it needs emptying. And then I have my blending brush in it. So let's get some colours out. So she's going to have brown hair. Decided brown hair. Do a very light skin colour. Then I want her to have real red jumper. This is where we've got blues. We've got nice and navy, and then we've got one called blue. And what we could do, let's do the greens. Let's bring the colours of those in. Okay, so let's start by doing a very, very faint pink to her face. Now, if I was using the blends, we've got 5 packs of 2 that are different tones for skins. So we can go from a really dark colour to a really pale colour. So I'm just going to just do that like bit. She can have red tongue. And let's give her a red jumper. Like so. So what are your favourite colouring things to do? Do you like to use the pencils or actual ink pads, which we will have a go? We have to be careful if we're using the Memento ink, because it can run, because it is a water-based colour ink. So let's just do her trousers in the different greens, just to bring those in, because you could do them any colour you wanted. And she's going to have red socks, I think. And she's going to have matching socks, though I know and my daughter and my granddaughter do often wear odd socks. Let's do her some hair. So I'm going to overlap my colours on this, because the only time hair is the same colour is if it's dyed. So we're just going to blend these in different places. And I am doing this quicker. And then just the darker one. I want to make her ear a bit pinky. Okay. And then we're going to have some cookies. And they're going to be chocolate ones. They'll be brown. And it can go on a red plate. So I'm limiting my colours. So I could leave it like that, which is nice, but I love using the blender pen with it. So Valerie, yeah. A Memento ink is a water-based ink, which is why we do StazOn, But I have um I have found personally, if you let it dry, you can use either of them. But with StazOn, you have to get the StazOn cleaner. And I've just realised I haven't used my StazOn for ages, and I'm actually not sure where my cleaner is. Oh, I can't see it. It'll be something I'll have to find. I know I've got one, but actually have not. Oh, I bet I know where it is. It'll be in my trolley. So I'm going to very carefully start blending this in. So I'm going to start with the skin colour, because that's the lightest one. Just realised I haven't done her chocolate cookie in her hand. Let's just do that one. And I'm going to do a green heart there. Let's just get the pink bits done. And I'm going to go on to the red bits. And it really blends. Let me see if you can see. You can really see how it's gone solid there, and you've got the lighter colours. You can see the lines there. But I love doing this. And you can take these anywhere you want to go, out with you. So you can stamp a whole sheet up, and then grab a little box like that, and then just go and have a coffee in a cafe and just sit and colour. It's a bit that side. So let's just do the plate. And of course you can build it up over and over again. So then I have a little scrap bit which I can just clear, which I can clear my nib off. So now I'm going to do the hair, and this will just blend it all in. I've got to be careful I don't go over it too much, because it may make the black bleed a bit. So right, there we go. Go. So I had that, not there's a little bit down there. And if you have missed a bit, you can often drag it down to it. So we've got a hair there. Just clean this off, and then I'm going to do her green bits and try and keep the stripes in the right colours. There we go, and then I've just got the cookies to do. So that is her coloured in. So it's quite quick to do. And then let's add portrait card base for her. Okay, so let's just score this and bone folder it. So that's going to go like that. And I think I'm going to pick up, I'm going to go for the red. No, I think we'll go for the green. So that can go on there. So to play one like that, or I could, I quite like that colour. So we could have a matte layer in that colour. Or we could be really, really clever. Is that gonna? No, I think I'm going to do that one. Let's cut this as a standard matte layer, and that is 10 by 14.3. We keep these scraps. So there's my cup. We'll have that as the bigger one. Just trim this one down by 1/2 centimetre each side. So it's top and side. So that makes it a slightly smaller one. And then we can pop that on top. Like so. Now if you wanted to change colour in the card, and I could make this one smaller, square, and then have a sentiment sort of split. But I think to start with, we will just do it just do the layers. So I'm going to stick those down because because I'm happy with those. So that side looks no. Let's go for let's go for the plainer side because the watercolor pencils are quite light. But yeah, these papers are lovely though. So let's do that. And let's do this one. Because you can emboss your matte layers. In fact, I did a video yesterday where I used all my scraps of paper, and then embossed them, which is this one here. So you can just see where the papers and the cardstock have been embossed. So I knew by keeping scraps, I would need them for something. So let's just do that. Oops, pop her on there. Now I could do a simple stamp, just stamp it on there, the words, but 9 times out of 10, I don't get it inked up properly. So I'm actually going to do it on a matte layer. So that will fit on there. Will fit on there, yeah. Or do I have a smaller one? Would it fit on this one? Will fit on that, and that is just a fraction smaller. So as I said before, I keep a stash of strips on my desk in my Tigger mug. And that one, see, I've already got my layers already sorted. So I've just got to stamp this. So I'm just going to pop this on here. I think I might come down lower. It's a little bit high. That's fine. So let's just do this. Whoops. Come down a little bit, don't I? That's it. That's better. It's not perfect because this is a bit lighter than that one. So, and it's a good job I didn't stamp it straight on my card because I would have wasted my whole card. This is better. There we go, it's better. So just trim it down. And there we go. The others I'll keep because I'm sure I can find a use for those. And that will go on that. So that was 6.5 centimeters. So this one would be 7. So it will then fit on like that. So let's just put that on there. Right, now what I do want to do is she's floating. So if you have a light grey, then just do like a little bit of colouring underneath. That gives her some grounding. Okay. Now I could have that like that at an angle. Could have it straight. I think I'm going to have it down there, like so. I'm gonna mount that, but I'm also thinking some of my scraps of my pads. Because you can get a load more out by just using the edges that are left. And in fact, the mini ones, like here, you've got enough to make 2 whole strips. Let's just put like so. Put that in the middle. Put that there. Will it fit in the middle? Yeah, I'll fit in the middle. There we go. Now, in our mini catalogue, we've got some lovely red and white embellishments that look like candy. They look like sort of candy cane type sweets, but they're round. But unfortunately, well, they have been so popular, not coming into our warehouse in Germany until next month. So I don't have any. But what I do have are some rhinestones. And I do have Granny Apple Green blends. And I know I've shown you this before, but because they're alcohol, and my brush is going there, you can see how it's sort of splitting now. But luckily I do have a new one. I'm actually colouring in some gems, so let's see if you can see. Focus. I don't know if you can see. Those ones are more greener. So it doesn't matter if you don't have the right colour ones, because you can actually colour your own. That's what I love about these. So let's let them dry a bit, because if not they will come off. Okay, and then I use my putty end of my take a pick to lift these up. And then, where did you go? Go there. Whoops! Oh dear, hang on. You shifted, didn't you? Let's try. And I'm just going to try to do this randomly. Go there. Go stick. Okay. And then we'll do one down the bottom. Pop you down. There. And I think you can see they are definitely green. So that's one card we've done. So let's have a go with, what shall we do? Oh, they're here, aren't they? So let's do the skating one. So I'll put my pencils back, because this time we're going to have a play at the inks. So I want blues. So I want balmy blue for the ice. And then I'm going to do, shift those out of the way. Where's my aqua pen? There's my aqua pen. So this is where we can get a bit messy. So so to get the ink on the lid, if you squeeze the lid down, you should. That's not going to do it on this one. The old ones did it much better. There we go. So instead of taking the ink off of the pad side, let's just get some liquid on there. My brush. That's it. We can pick it up from the lid. So I'm just going to do some. We can just. And this is our normal and basic white cardstock. So I have to be careful that I don't do too much water on it. There we go. That's that bit. So I'm a scrap of paper again. What else are we going to have some blue on? I'm going to put some blue on these pockets, I think. Oh, that's it. So I've made it darker. Pockets. Okay. And let's bring in some real red. And Granny Apple green. And garden green. And we want some clothes for him. Now I'm going to do a boy. So I'm going to do... I'm going to use Crush Colouring. Because my grandson has got this lovely yellow puffer jacket. And it's really bright and it's really, really, really... as it's bright, we can see him from sort of much easier. So I'm just going to try and squish some more out, like so. Let's just move that card out of the way. Let's do his coat, that colour. Now, if you can also use your ink refills for it, but I find this is just as easy to do. I'll be careful I don't get too much water on his jacket. So there we go. Now, as I said, I have let it dry, but I'm not putting much water on it, because that would make the black run. Let's just... I do love it. That looks really good. And then let's do really darker cuffs for him. That's it, real darker ones. And that bottom one, a bit down there, needs to be darker. That's it. And then I'm wiping it on my piece of paper, and as you can see, the ink sort of comes off on it. So I think he can have jeans. So I'm going to use Misty Moonlight. So let's just, oops, get some of the ink out on that. Not enough. I think it also depends on how wet your ink pad is. So let's give him Blue Travellers. Just checking that it's dry. Like so. A little bit up there. There we go. And if I see if I can just do his bottoms of his trousers. Like so. And I'm going to give him a red scarf. Oops. On the ink on the lid. Yeah. Now that's a very, very, very wet one. So I'm going to give him a red scarf. Like so. So I'm not colouring right next to the colour I've already done. And it was going to be a bit darker. Let's make that a bit darker as well. Okay, and he's going to have red gloves. Like so. Okay. I still want that bit there to be just a little bit darker. There we go. That'll be fine like that. Okay, and then his hat. So let's do underneath is going to be the Granny Apple Green. Now I think my paper has suddenly started to lift a bit, so I'm going to be careful how much more liquid I put on it. But you can use a watercolouring paper, but I want it to match my card base, and it doesn't quite match it colour wise. Right, let's give some. So this is going to go underneath. Like so. Now obviously I would take a lot more time to do this. Like so. And then I need to do his face. I want his face to be really, really light. So I'm going to use Petal Pink because it is a light colour and it's more of a reddier pink. There we go. So just a little bit. So I'm going to do his face now. I've got to be really careful and make it quite watery because it's quite near that green. So I'm just making it very, very light and trying not to make it too. That's it, it's done it. So you can see I've just very slightly made it. You saw that? It's very light pink. And then I want to do the darker green for his hat. Like so. So let's just colour that in. I'm going to turn it round. It's easier to colour that way. When my hand is resting on the paper. So let's just go. There we go. So hat done. And then I want brown. I'll do pecan pie skates. Let's do that. That's a very wet one. Like so. That one, clean that one up. And I think he's going to have brown hair as well. He's done. Just put them all the right way up. Okay, pop those over there. So let's do with a red background, I think. Red background, yeah. Yeah. What I like about Belt Art products are that you can see how the Real Red ink matches up with the Real Red cardstock. And then I think I'm going to go with stripes behind it. Just stripes behind it. Yes, just stripes behind it. Yep. So I'm going to cut these down fractions. So this is going to be, where's my portrait card base gone? Nope. What have I done with it? Where have I put it? I thought if I had it all cut out, I would actually not lose stuff. That's it. That's it. So let's cut this one down. This is going to be my first layer, matte layer. Then I'm just going to trim this one down to a second matte layer. Like so. Just start to stick. Let's just unfold at the end. Use this one first. These are lovely papers. I might have to order another pack. So let's just do that. Yes, Valerie, I will let it dry a bit more. But it's actually dried really quickly. Do I actually? Yeah, I do want to. Let's make that smaller. I want to show more of the more of the paper than the cardstock. So I'm just going to cut this down a bit more. I do it all the way around because I know my little image is in the middle. And make that a lot smaller. I'm going to make this smaller as well because I want to show a bit more of the paper. So I stick that. That'll go like that, and that'll go like that's better. Yeah. Let's do that. Okay, and let's just pop this on here. Like so. It does not look straight. It did the other way. So this is what I love about this glue is I can wiggle it slightly. I think it's the papers making it look a bit skewy, but it's not. It's actually straight now. Let's just put this on here. I love the ink on here. It looks really nice. Now we want a sentiment. And he's got have a nice Christmas. I know that's not straight on that block. I'm going to try and stamp it straight on. I can always cover it up. Just make sure I linked it all up. Yeah. Let's get my stamping mat. Open it. Probably should have stamped it before I stuck it. So this, fingers crossed. Yes. There we go. And then this time we're going to have real red gems. So again, I'm going to colour them. Let them dry. It is that paper that makes it look and squiff, because it's definitely straight. So get this again. Now I'll start sticking some of these on. And that one. And go up there. And then another one. Where can I put that one? It needs to be down here. There we go. So I've managed to make 2 cards today. One where we coloured it in using watercolor pencils and a blending brush, and the other one we used the ink from our ink pads and the watercolor brush. So let's make that one. So I hope that you have loved seeing me make these 2 cards. Why not have a go at colouring a image in using either your watercolor pencils or your inks, and I'd love for you to share them onto my Facebook group. While I remember, there's a couple of specials happening this month. One is, and I'm going to be ordering some, our kits are on sale this month with up to 30% off. So with Christmas coming, I'm going to be thinking who would like which kit. I'm still waiting for my 2 to come through. One of them is the ornament Christmas hanging one, and the other one is the card box. And there's also a special join offer where you get £160 worth of product. You choose it for £99, and of course you do not have to do what I do, which is hold classes and YouTubes. You can just grab your stash and craft. So until next week, keep stamping and crafting. Bye.